Hi everybody, it's Kia here once again from Current Bookkeeping Specialist, bringing you a bit more on our personal budget. So as we saw from the last video, you've already put in all of your budgeted figures. Now life's gone on and you've been spending throughout the month. So now we're going to go in and put in our actual figures and then work out our variances. And I'm going to explain that to you right now. There is so little to do on this sheet of the spreadsheet. You're not even going to believe it. So at the top here, we've got our budgeted income and actual income summary. And these two boxes automatically calculate. You don't need to touch them at all. And again, we've got our budgeted fixed costs and our actual fixed costs, and these automatically calculate. You don't need to touch them at all. So you can completely ignore those. Now, anything you put on the previous page for your income is automatically going to follow through and come onto this page here. So you don't need to touch the income type, the description, or the budget. You don't need to touch those. You don't need to touch the cost type, the description, or the budget on the fixed cost either. The only thing you need to do is update and amend your actual figures. So what did you actually receive? What money actually came in? And what did you actually spend? It's that simple. So we're just going to say we got 13 quid extra from the bosses. We took in the same exact amount as we expected to take in. Investments did really well. Bitcoin was amazing. We actually got 300 quid and the bank interest was the same, no changes. And we had a few minor fluctuations on our expected costs. We actually didn't travel as much. We got to work from home a couple of days a week, so petrol was lower and we spent 45 quid. Okay, really easy. Just plug your figures in as they happen, as they go. If you see the money come into your bank account, put it in. If you see the money go out of your bank account for these categories here, put down the actual what happened on the spreadsheet. These two variances are automatically calculated. So if we have what's called a favorable variance, the box is going to go green. If we have an adverse variance, the box is going to go red. So a favorable variance for income means that we had more money in than what we budgeted. A favorable variance for costs means we spent less than we budgeted. They are reversed, they flip, okay? So if we spent more, this will go red. If we received less, this one will go red. And then you're going to know if it's in the red, you've got a problem. You want to be looking into and investigating why is it in the red, what's happened, how can I prevent that happening in the future, did I get paid less, did I spend more, why? If it's in the green and it's a significant amount in the green, you're going to want to know, why is it more? What went well? Did I manage to save loads of money on my cost this month? And do I want to replicate that going forward? Did I manage to bring in a lot more money? Why? What happened? And how can I keep that trend going as well? So even if your variance is favorable or adverse, you want to be investigating the reasons why, the causes of those differences. Okay. And then we've got exactly the same as we had on the previous page. We've got total amounts allocated, which will be updated with the relevant data, the new and current data, and the total amount remaining. And this time, if it goes to zero, that's fantastic, but probably it's not going to go to zero, because this is the point of the zero-based budget, is that we are always trying to reach zero. Exactly the same. These three columns here, expense category budget, pulls over automatically from what you put on your budgeting spreadsheet, and all you need to do is fill in the actual movement of cash, what you actually spent. I didn't spend £50 on clothes, I spent 32 because there was a sale on. We're in lockdown. Even though I would love to go to movies and go bowling, I can't do anything with my life, so I didn't spend any money on entertainment, etc, etc, etc. Okay, and we do put in what we budgeted goes directly into our pot. So if you budgeted for saving, put that money in your savings pot. If you budget for your business, put that money in your business bank account, make the transfer, whatever the case may be. You already spent that money, it's gone, okay? So that's what you put here. Now, once you've done all of that and you've got your actual expenses have gone out, you might have a surplus. You might have some actual amounts remaining. And this will happen if your variances were favorable and maybe you spent less in these other areas as well. You're going to get a balance remaining. And that's when we need to do our reanalysis. We want this amount to be zero. We always want to make it to a zero-based budget. So we're going to take that balance that automatically comes from what's remaining up here, and we're going to reanalyze it into those other categories that I told you about last time. So maybe you'll have a float, maybe it will be personal savings, maybe it'll be investment, or maybe it'll be going straight into your business. Whatever the case may be for you, you're going to say where that surplus is going, and you're going to put it there so that at the end of the month, you are down to zero. You have nothing left going on, okay? If you had a deficit, if this amount was in minus and you spent too much, you're going to have, again, you might have a float, you might have a savings pot, or you might be pulling money from your business, and you're going to have to make that reanalysis, make that change, move the money from those different pots into your personal bank account or your personal money pot, whatever the case may be, to bring it to zero. We don't want it to be in minus. We want it always to be zero. But it's that simple, guys. It's a really, really easy, quick and easy, beautiful spreadsheet. I really don't think you can go wrong with it. If you need help, if you have questions, ask your questions. I'm always here to help. I'll answer every question I can. You can message me, leave a comment in the box below. You can drop me an email or whatever the case may be. Get in touch. Let me know if you have questions. If this spreadsheet works for you and you love it as much as I do, let me know, share it, tell me all about it. If you don't like spreadsheets and you prefer to use a paper-based budget, because this system is based on a paper-based budget, just print it out. I don't like using paper. We're trying to be paperless as much as possible. But if you need to use paper, that is absolutely fine. Print it out and just write your figures in. It works exactly the same way. And this is a rolling budget. As I said, you're going to keep doing it every single month and updating and updating and updating it. And every month you do, these figures fall directly into your cash flow forecast, your sales figures, your profit margin analysis, all those other tools I told you about. And we're going to go into more detail on that later on. But for now, keep it really simple, show you how to use the spreadsheet, give it to you. It's there to download. Please go ahead and get the download. Thank you so much, guys. See you later. Bye.